It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Brooklyn Nets in their house, Barclays Center. Brooklyn looking very confident right now. They are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss in their last 8 games. We'll see if that continues tonight. And tonight we'll get to see Corey Harris, one of the bright young stars in this league. Kenny, talk about what makes him so valuable to this team.
Because he's been a leader at every level. He exudes confidence. He's the kind of guy that has this air about him that want to make people follow. Look at me. I'm like, where's Corey? Where's Corey?
You know, it's surprising he didn't go higher in the draft. Incredible intangibles.
You ever find Corey?
No, I'm still trying to follow him.
Ernie, incredible intangibles. Sound like a nice bag of potato chips.
Ooh. Sounds like a band.
That's what I thought.
Well, band.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the incredible intangibles.
A potato chip band. A band that likes potato chips.
Can't really get my head around either of those.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Yeah, and these fans could not be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has kind of captured the entire public's imagination, and the level of enthusiasm, man, is off.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, as you know, there is a long and complicated history between Corey Harris and AI. Now, they were college teammates before AI dunked on Harris during that exhibition game in China. Now, I asked AI about the impact of that, and he said, look, we're cool. We've been through a lot together. We separate that when we step onto the floor. Guys?
Thank you for that report as always, David. This situation not too uncommon in the NBA right now.
You know, there are a lot of guys who are very close off the court, but they'll go at each other all out when they step on the court. It happens more because of players seeing each other all the time in youth ball as they've grown up.
And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being kind of off the big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast pace, speed of the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Harris. And it's James in at the 3 slot.
And that's giving him too much space from mid-range. It doesn't hurt him there, but they can't keep doing that.
Count that one.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
Russell looking around. Down low. Here's Allen. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in the hostile environment.
Russell kicks to Allen. Nets passing it around. Here's Ilgauskas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Ilgauskas has got 5.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
Carroll against James. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Floats one. The rebound by Ilgauskas. Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. To the paint, here's Carroll. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And how about Carroll using his size there, taking it strong inside.
Ball kicks to Harris. Inside. Unloads from 9. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Harris. James has got his second basket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator, Russell can also catch and fire.
McGee dishes to Harris. Back to McGee. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this is the kind of guy Harris is, looking for his guys, wanting to make them better.
Russell against Ball. Russell passes to LeVert. To the middle. Here's how. Look at that.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Hammock. James softly drops in the floater. LeBron's got his third basket of the night right there.
That's how LeBron likes to attack. So effective at scoring on the move.
Pass to Ilgauskas. It's Carroll on the wing. Pass to LeVert. And Ilgauskas kicks to Russell. Back to AI. Shoots from 14 and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Lakers trail. Here's Kuzma. Can't tie it up as that one misses. It's AI, top of the key. And it's Russell in the corner. And the Nets, another 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Harris outside. to James. That shot misses. Nets leading by 5. Here's LeVert. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Ilgauskas. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides.
Here's LeBron. Nails the baby hook. James has got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell kicks to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Kuzma. That one a tad offline to the right, but dropped in for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Ball against Russell. Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Now the pass to LeBron. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Russell kicks to Ilgauskas. Outside Russell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris, your team's battled Kobe Bryant many times. Name some of the players today who you think can compare mentally to the Kobe Bryants and the Michael Jordans, guys you play.
Oh, wow. Well, Kobe says he's seen it in Kyrie Irving and the Greek Freak and a few others. I've seen it in Westbrook and how hard he plays, and KD. And don't think Steph Curry's just this little nice, helpless guy out there on the court to shoot threes and turn around. He's one of those guys, too, that just wants to put that dagger into your heart with a deep 3 late in the game. So definitely Westbrook, KD, Curry, those guys come to mind for me.
Nets leading by 7. The 3 drops in the tray. 11 points in the game.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Compared to when you were playing C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the 4s and the 5s, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. There's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. I've played with some great defenders. The Ben Wallaces, the Davis boys there in Indiana, but those positions are no longer valued or needed anymore. You can no longer be a defensive player that can't score on the other end. You have to be a player in the NBA now with the total skill set. That means mobility, shooting, dribble, passing. All of those things have to be encompassed, or there's a way to make sure to highlight you with the mismatch and take you out of the game.
Good documentation. I like that. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And that one, good. Russell's got 13 points.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Got a piece of it. And that one's good. Ingram.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Dinwiddie passes to Ilgauskas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lakers trail by 10. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Ingram kicks to McGee. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
He's reason number one there in front. I mean, his shooting has been almost flawless.
For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And the Nets making a change here. Napier's checked in.
Find the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Ilgauskas. Lakers trail by 12. Rondo looking over the floor. Ingram wide open. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside, Napier. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
LeBron passes to Ingram. Back to LeBron. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. LeBron's got 12 points in the game.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Napier kicks to Davis. Ilgauskas, the pass to Davis. McGee with the block. Rondo drives in. LeBron left side. It's hauled in by Harris.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And it's Davis missing.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
And finished off by LeBron.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
Nets leading by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. McGee with the block. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, LeBron James.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris dishes to Ilgauskas.
I love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
They grabbed their own miss. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got 18 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Here's Harris. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ingram kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to McGee. Here's Ingram. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Napier feeling it out a bit. Passes to Ilgauskas. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Lakers trail by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rondo passes to Ingram. Inside. Tries again. And James with the layup. James has got 20.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. .11 seconds left in the first quarter. Napier kicks to Ilgauskas. Over LeBron. Off the mark on the 18-foot shot from Chris Webber. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
18.
LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like it.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
AI is out there with Caruch. And there's Davis. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 36 points and played outstanding defense, also rebounding well to go along with the offensive play. He played a tremendous all-around game, and you'd love to see that type of effort. We'll see if he can maintain that kind of energy tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He's unreal.
Elbow shot is on the way. Count it. Ilgauskas has got 18 points in the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Ingram kicks to Rondo. Feeds to James. Dishes it to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for Rondo. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting. Look at Ilgauskas.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Rondo finds Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. You can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Napier dishes to Ilgauskas. Rebounded by the Lakers. The drive by LeBron. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. James has got 4 this quarter.
You know, whether he's driving, posting up, firing from deep, you know, LeBron has it all. He's been a fantastic evening for him.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Ingram. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Allen's checked in for the Nets. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron kicks the ball. Here's Ingram, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable.
Ilgauskas in the post. He's against Kuzma. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Russell. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skill to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Fires from the wing. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking. He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Russell against Rondo. Down low, pulls up on the elbow. Off the left rim and out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Moment here now for an injury report.
After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. To the middle, and it's McGee with the jam.
And Rondo is a problem in that pick and roll, picking the defense apart with his passing.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. McGee trying to break free. The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look, because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help.
Russell kicks to Dinwiddie. From the arc. Good on the triple. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Russell against Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And we've reached halftime in this one. Lakers lead by 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Harris is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now the pass to LeVert. And there's the feed to Ilgauskas. Good work there as it goes. Ilgauskas has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
And they're going to need even more out of him with the score being what it is.
Ball against Russell. And here is Ball. Shoots over Carroll. That one off the back iron and out. Nets trailed by 5. The Nets working the ball around now. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And that one falls for Carroll. You know, when it comes to ongoing contract negotiations, C-Webb, how distracting did you find it for those players and for yourself to deal with all that going on?
It can be very distracting if you allow it to take over. What I would suggest for players in those situations, whether you're a restricted free agent or a free agent, I would give you one piece of advice, and I think LeBron has epitomized this. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about what team or what pending teams or what city you like to go swimming in, or you and your wife visit in the summer, because all that does is create confusion. And all it does is send a message to fans and other players that maybe you're thinking about something that you can't control at that time. And so usually I think you should go introspective. You should work as hard as you can to improve and to get better. But that is something that definitely can distract you. And so hopefully you have a great layer of people that can be barriers from kind of the outside noise. The contract is going to be what it's going to be. And the only way you can continue to prove your worth is by going out there, executing every day on the court.
Good stuff. Kuzma passes the ball. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to LeVert. Russell against Ball. Russell dishes to Ilgauskas for the tie. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
And it's McGee slamming it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Carroll finds Russell. Goes up from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Russell's got the game tied up here for the Nets. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Ball against Russell. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Allen passes to Ilgauskas. Passes it to James. Again, Los Angeles.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ball against Russell. Pass to Ilgauskas. Carroll kicks to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Kuzma. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And the first one drops. Caruge is checked in for Brooklyn. Napier comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And Stevenson's checked in for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram comes in for Harris. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Los Angeles leading by 4. James kicks to Ingram. The pass to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's LeBron. Stevenson right side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Brooklyn's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's James. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Nets trail by 4. And that one is hammered home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
Yeah, Kevin, that's what he was thinking. Get aggressive, attack the basket, and get this game going their way.
And even though Spencer Dinwiddie had a breakout year, he felt that his time was long overdue.
Yeah, and in between the injury in college and kind of being buried on the bench, he's had to overcome a lot and has always believed in himself. And he feels when matched up head-to-head with most guards, he's going to come out on top. Showed exactly why he believes in himself so much with that breakout season in 2018.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Now Ingram. 11 points in the game. Tries again. And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. LeBron against Ilgauskas. 5 on the clock. Another shot. And James with the nice bucket inside. James has got 34 points.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Ilgauskas, the pass to Allen. And he gets it to go. Rondo with the ball. Averages about 5 points a game. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
Timeout.
That's 36 points for LeBron.
There's not a more tenacious player than LeBron, and that's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Look here at the numbers for Allen. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's getting around 8 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet. Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Hart. He kicks to LeBron. He dishes it to Stevenson. Shot clock at 3. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Over to the left wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Ilgauskas. Good D by Stevenson.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Ingram attacking, and he comes up with the deuce. Ingram's got 13.
That's how you attack. Love the aggressiveness from Ingram.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 7. To the inside. Here's Ilgauskas. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
Too bad the scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys pick up some slack.
And the 3 ball is good. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Shot over 40% at Duke. And though he struggled a bit as a rookie, you knew Ingram's stroke would come around.
Napier kicks to Ilgauskas. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Dinwiddie dishes to Ilgauskas. Here's Karuch. No good on the triple. Lakers leading by 8. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Goes up to the stripe, and there's another one for the Lakers.
No one commands more attention from the defense. But LeBron knows how to beat it. I mean, he can do it in a variety of ways.
Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Dinwiddie passes to Napier. Drills it from outside. Napier's got his second basket of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Down low, here's James. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie kicks to Ilgauskas. Here's Karuch, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And so far,
to the left wing. A nice shot by LeVert.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with AI. And it's Allen in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hart kicks the ball. No good with the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. LeVert the pass to Russell. At the elbow, it's AI. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Hart.
There's a lesson for you. Don't showboat. Tries to get fancy with the fadeaway, and it backfires. I don't care how wide open he is. He shouldn't be settling for a three-pointer.
LeVert the pass to Ilgauskas. And he converts the layup. Now just a 5-point Laker lead.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
Feeds to Ingram. Head shot off. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's LeVert to the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, This is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Kicks it to Ball. Back to McGee. Brooklyn with the rebound. Ilgauskas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Carroll against Ingram. Here's Ilgauskas. Great D that time from LeBron.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Passes it to Harris. Back to Ball. 4 on the clock. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
They get the rebound. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Ingram. Here's LeVert, guarded by Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Timeout called the Lakers.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
Thank you, David.
For being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Ilgauskas. Goes up on the high post, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ilgauskas has got 12 points here in the second half. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Kuzma kicks to McGee. There's the dish to Harris. Poked away. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Carroll. And there's the pass to Russell. To the middle. Here's Ilgauskas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. On the wing, James. Carroll covering, and slam dunk by Harris.
You gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Los Angeles leading by 5. And here is Ball. Harris outside. Back to Ball. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Ball against Russell. To the inside. Ilgauskas. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
On the wing, Harris. A slam dunk by Corey Harris.
And it just seems like everything comes easy to Harris, including how he can just elevate and throw it down.
Russell against Ball. Russell kicks to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Kuzma. Here's Allen. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Russell passes to LeVert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
In the corner, it's James. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 8.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch forward. That makes him very valuable.
Here's Ilgauskas. And he overshot that one, missing. Here's the Lakers with the ball. LeBron James on the wing. The wing jumper off target.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation. D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And you see the natural talent Harris has. The game comes so easily to him, and an exciting player to watch.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
The feed now to Carroll. Sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
His quiet, easygoing nature, that's what Ball brings. That's what makes him so likable. He's someone his team loves to play for, and they generally respect.
Three-pointer. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron would probably never be able to escape.
Russell, no luck. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.